Mhm.
All right, perfect. All right, so for those watching, we are going to talk to Emily today. She was inside of our program. So, Emily, go ahead and give everybody an idea. Like, where are you located at? Where do you do for work? Just to kind of give people a little bit of an idea on what you do.
I'm in Mississippi and I teach world literature, technical writing, and composition for University of Southern Mississippi.
Mhm.
I'm also getting my PhD at the same time, so busy
Yeah,
lady.
yeah, incredibly busy. So I'm sure you're just on the computer just as long as I am all day.
Yes.
Yeah. So, let's go a little bit of backstory on your fitness journey. So, like, we talked before, like doing the interview, but I know you mentioned you've always worked out. So, kind of give everybody an idea, like, where have you been at, before you stepped inside with us?
Yeah, so I was on I mean, I've been an athlete for as long as I can remember, most or I guess that's not even recent, it's been several years, but
Yeah.
I was a college athlete, all 4 years I was in track, and that was when I was, like, at my best fitness level, and,
Yeah.
coming out of college, I had to, like I tried to take a year of, like, I don't have to go to practice anymore, but then
Mhm.
my mental health tanked, and I had to get back in the gym. And I've been just like going to the gym with kind of no direction, just doing whatever exercises I remembered and knew that I enjoyed. So going into this program, I needed it because my I was getting married this year, and I was like, I want to get back to like looking strong. Like I know I'm like relatively in shape, but I don't look like it at all. So
Mhm.
I knew that I needed you guys.
Yeah, that's the I mean, I hear this a lot with people where they say like I work out all the time, but I don't look like I work out. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
kind of like piecing the puzzle, piecing everything together, right? So that way you know what to do, and then all at the same time you start seeing those results a lot quicker. So, did you try anything before you worked with us? Like any apps, ebooks, anything at all?
There was an app called Fitbod that I used for a little bit,
Yeah.
and that was, like, giving me more specific workouts to do for what I wanted to target, but it's still, like, nothing was really changing, and, it was becoming clear that, like, the nutrition aspect, I was not fulfilling at all, like,
Mhm.
very
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And I know we kind of talked about the goal. So it was primary like for like your upcoming wedding. Was that like your main goal?
Yes, yeah.
All
Mhm,
right,
and I
perfect.
also wanted to learn, like, for afterwards too,
Yeah.
like, can I keep this up, nutritional wise, you know?
Yeah, 100%. So is that kind of what made you decide to invest in something like this? Because obviously it's a lot different than an app or an ebook, or it's even kind of different than an in-person trainer. I don't know if you've ever gone to those, but is that what made you kind of take the leap and working with us?
Yeah, I appreciated, like, the flexibility of this program. I really appreciated that, like, I was gonna be working with women who are gonna understand, like, my body and what I needed, and, there are personal trainers here, but they're, like, younger than me and
Yeah, like 20.
male. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah, and I'm like, "I've been doing this longer than you, I don't wanna no."
Yeah. Yeah. That's like
Um,
every gym I go to.
yeah, exactly.
I'm like, "Oh, man, another Chad in there at a
Yes,
local gym."
exactly.
He's like, "Just lift weights," and you're like, "Obviously, I've been doing that, like, something's missing."
Mhm.
So kinda go through any results, transformations you've seen, after working with us?
Yes, yeah, I got to looking strong. I had several people, commenting on my back and my arms at the
Ooh.
wedding, which, like, made me feel so great,
Aw.
and, my strength has increased, like, a crazy amount. I'm able to lift a lot more than I could even when I was, in track, so that's been really exciting.
Awesome.
Sorry, my dog is drinking water if you can
Oh, no,
hear.
you're good. Mine do that all the time too, and you're like, "Of course," like, the perfect time when we're
Yes.
you know what I mean? No, you're good. But, okay, also, like, how'd you feel about the value of the program? I know, like, I always say this on my interviews, but I know I give you guys a ton of stuff and, ooh, speaking of also someone calling me. So kinda just walk me through, like, how'd you feel about the value inside?
It went above and beyond a workout program.
Mm.
I mean, like, it wasn't just, "Here are the workouts you need to do, here's the, like, macros that you need to hit." There you had, like, so many resources. Crystal, come on.
Is that your dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you provided so many things that, like, I could go to whenever I needed, or whenever I had questions. I knew that there was, like, essentially a whole database of information of exactly what I was looking for,
Mhm.
which, like, you putting all that together takes so much time. Like, I really, really appreciate all of that.
Yeah. I say all the time, I'm like, "It took a really long time." And it is nice too because, you always have access to that, so it doesn't go away. It is something I try to keep updating too, so that way my past clients can go in there and get relatively new information, especially, like, on my group calls and stuff, so I know that's something I'm sure you're gonna keep using after you're done with us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've been referencing stuff from it too, like,
Oh,
talking to
good.
my mom about stuff, so,
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I guess would you kind of say that's like an area of your life that maybe you learned a little bit more than you probably thought when you stepped inside?
Oh, yeah, the, nutritional aspect especially, I've learned so, so much,
Oh, good.
and I, like, now I want to tell everyone else now that I have this newfound information. I'm like, "Hey, you need to look at these things."
Yeah, I know. And you don't realize it. And you don't realize too, like most of the population, they only eat like 60 to 80 grams of protein per day. So you're like, hey, you're missing out on this. And it's just nice too, because like you can educate your friends, your family, your coworkers, and give them that information at the same time. So, all right, perfect. Well, last question for you as well. What would be your best advice for someone listening that could be on the fence about joining this program, based off of your experience inside? Because you came through, you did all the 4.5 months with us. What would you kind of tell someone that might be thinking that maybe it's not worth it? Maybe they can't help me, or maybe it's not as good as you're kind of saying it is. So what would you kind of tell them?
Uh, I mean, other than just the, like, it is worth it, um, is really to take the leap because I was
Mhm,
on the fence too. I was worried about spending money. I was worried that whether or not I was gonna get anything out of it. Uh, and it, like, it's changed the whole course for me. Like, my
mhm.
meals are better, I feel better, my body looks better. And it's 4.5 months, and there's gonna
Mhm,
be an excuse of, like, "I'm busy," and let me tell you, these last 4 months, I have been so incredibly busy traveling, weddinging, and everything
yeah,
else, like, but I still made time for the workouts, I still made
mhm,
time for figuring out the meals and figuring out my macros, and like, having this program to help me do that was the game changer, right?
mhm,
Like, I couldn't have done that with a self-help book or an app that didn't have a real person on the other side.
yeah,
So, like, take the leap, it is worth it, and
yeah,
don't make any excuses.
mhm. I know, I tell it to people all the time, there's no perfect time, right? If you keep waiting for that, I mean, you're gonna be waiting for years, until you retire, because that's the only
Yeah.
time you're gonna actually have time for stuff, but it's one of those things that, we try to tell people like, "Hey, you can keep putting it off." And even the holidays are coming up and stuff like that. So I'm like, that's not an excuse. Like that's the best time to start doing
Yeah.
this because after that, everything else will seem like cake. You know what I mean? Like it'll seem so
Mhm.
easy. So, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for trusting us in this process because like you said, it's a lot different than an app and an ebook. And our job is to help you from start to finish. So you did a great job. Glad to have you. And for anyone that is watching or listening, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message and we can talk a little bit more just to see if we can be a help to you.